Hello students, let's start today from here. Impact of global warming. That is the to impact we can say the effect of the global warming. The destructive impact of global warming is absorbed in various spheres of life and the environment. The effect of the global warming, it is absorbed in the sphere of life, means earth's lives and the environments. It is affected in the lives of the earth and the environment. And some of the point is given here, we shall describe now. And main point is there is at first is given here. high temperatures High temperatures affected the global warming. How it is? Because if the temperature is high, the evaporations also become increase, and if the evaporations is increased, then it is totally it goes to the dryness. Dryness is comes drying up of the soils and surface waters. Totally dries the surface waters and soil, and this affected, and the effect it goes to the crops productions. And some of the occurrence of the drought is aggravating the problems even further. And now the next point is given here. The next point is here. The heat waves in summer months lead to a greater number of deaths due to heat strokes. Now, in the summer months, more and more heat waves is out, and due to this, number of deaths it is strokes, and deaths is increased. They also caused the spread of vector-borne disease. Vector-borne disease. Vector-borne disease is that disease which is spread by an organisms named vectors, such as mosquitoes, ticks, or sand flies, like that. That is the vectors insect which is spread, and the disease is like a malaria, dengue, as well as waterborne disease such as cholera and typhoid. And the third third point is given here is forest fire becomes more frequent. Nowadays, people is burning the fire. It is very common now. People is to settlements for the agricultures. Okay, they are for just cleaning the forest by the burnings, and they just give the fire the forest. And the next is tropical cyclones and hot. Now the next topic is tropical cyclones and hurricanes becomes a common occurrence as rainfalls patterns change. Now tropical cyclones, due to the tropical cyclones and hurricanes, it is the common occurrence. The rainfall patterns which is change due to the tropical cyclones. Okay, the rainfall pattern is totally it is change. And now meltings of glaciers take places affecting. Next point is that is meltings of glaciers take place affecting both permanent ice sheets in the Arctic and Antarctic regions, as well as the snow capped mountains. This increase the volumes of water in oceans and may also result in floodings along river bank. Due to the meltings of glaciers, okay, it's become a permanent, whatever is the permanent ice sheets is there in Arctic and Antarctica regions. Okay, that permanent ice sheets is there is that is going it is continuously nowadays it's become a meltings. And now that at that it is after the meltings, it is affected in the oceans and the sea. This water, it is water volume, it is increased in the oceans and seas, river banks, and it is occurs the flood. Okay. Now the next point it is given here. Due to increase in sea surface temperatures is nowadays it is increased. Okay, and sea levels rises in coastal areas, and it causes a submigrants of several islands. It is changes. Okay, submigrants it's moving. Okay, the island is moves, and this leads to ecological and cultures loss, and also give rise to the problem of climate refugee. And the climate refugee means what? The like animals also. Okay, birds and animals, even a human beings also, like peoples also, from there uh, it is they are all displaced, means moving from one place to another. Okay, from their house or countries due to the climate disasters such as cyclones, floods, etc. Okay, due to that, it is a climate refugee is called. Due to the climatic problems, they are changing their place. That is a climatic refugee. It occurs in the life of the surface. And due to rise in ocean temperatures, corals reefs are destroyed, and these greatly affect the marine ecosystems. And due to the rise in the ocean temperature it is increases, and it is affected, it goes to the effect of corals reliefs. Okay, it is totally destroyed, and greatly it is affected in the marine ecosystems. Now it's given here is it is also predicates that more than a million species will experience loss of habitats, will gradually become endangered and exit. Due to the more and more millions of the species animals, different types of animals, it becomes nowadays it is experience its losings. Nowadays you can not see there, it is their moves away, means totally they were destroyed. Lose of the habitats due to the environments. Due to the environments or the climate. And well, and totally it is endangers, gradually it's become a endangers and exits. That is the exits. Nowadays they are not looking. And now we can see the other point also, way to reduce global warmings. Way to reduce global warmings. Actually, what is the reduce? The reduce is that the use of natural resources so that they do not get deflected. And now in order to some of there is if you'll go through this, see there mainly environments and reduce the impact of the global warmings, it is affected that the certain measure need to be taken. Some of the steps we should take up for the world, and it's given here is what is that to reduce the global warmings, what is the way we have to follow. According to these points given here, let's see the number 1 point what is there is we need to decrease emissions of greenhouse gases by reducing the burning of fossil fuels such as the coal and petroleum. It means we need to decrease these fossil fuels. whatever fossil fuels is we are uh, burning, that is we should be decrease coals and petroleum. Instead of we should switch off to renewable sources of energy, such as instead of this we can use renewable sources of energy, that is the wind energy, suns, water and tides. They are not only cheap and abundant but are also non-pollutants. Instead of the fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, we should use the energy of the wind. Okay, wind, suns, water and tides. They are very cheap as well as the non-polluted. And second is that by planting more trees, we should plant the more and more trees, okay, to reduce excessive release of the carbon dioxide in the air. And the government also disturbs free saplings and organizes afforestation programs to spread awareness regarding the beneficial effect of trees. Okay, it means that we should, to reduce this global warmings, we have to use more and more, we have to plant the more and more trees, okay, to increase the carbon dioxide and to to release, means to reduce the what, all this in place of the carbon dioxide in the air. And now the next it's given here, we should switch to eco-friendly cars, gadgets. Okay, gadgets. We should switch to eco-friendly cars. For the examples like a car that runs on electricity rather than fossil fuels. In place of whatever car is we're using by the fossil fuels, but petrols, in place of that, the car should runs by the electricity. Okay, and it's became a game. Electricity rather than fossil fuels are becomes popular all over the world. Okay, in place of fossil fuels, the car should runs by the electricity. And the next it is, there is bulb. Whatever bulb let's see here, becomes popular all over the world. Incandescent light bulbs should be replaced by CFL bulbs. In place of incandescent light, in place of that bulb, light bulbs, it can be used CLF bulbs also. Because why? Because they consumes less, the CLF bulb, it consumes the less energy as comparisons of the incandescent bulbs. Okay, and the next it is, we can save electricity and reduce global warmings also by turning off electricals gadgets such as the lights, the fans, air conditioners, televisions, and computers when we do not intend to use them. We can save the electricity also by reducing all these. Okay, by turning off electric articles by the lights, fans, air conditioners, televisions, and the computers. And efforts should be made to hasten the developments of the green cities or eco cities. These cities are urban areas around the world serving to lessen the environmental impact of urbanations by reducing wastage, encouraging like recycling, lowering emissions level as well as reducing level of air, water and soil pollutions, mainly in the urban areas it is. Okay, some notable green cities includes some of the green cities name also is given here, is you can read from here all this. Okay, and now it means that the here is in this, we the urban areas mainly we have to make a green cities. Okay, this is we have to develop there, and by the using all these, recognizing the recyclings, lowering emissions and level, as well as the reducing the levels of the airs, waters and the soil pollutions. And now the last what is there is, by following the three R's. The three R's, it is the one, it is the reduced, and next R is the recycles, and third is the reuse. And mainly this is the three R's we can use. After using this, the global warming reduce. Okay, and now see there, the natural sources for our growth, as well as the save them for the need of the future generation. This is called the sustainables in developments. And now reduce, recycles and reused. What is this? We must reduce the use of natural resources. We have to use the natural resources so that they do not get depleted. And reuse means that the resources we must reuse resources, okay, instead of throwing them away after each uses. Okay. Instead them throwing the using articles, we have to use that, reuse and conserve new resources and prevents old resources from entering the waste streams. Now recycles, and the that articles we have to use the newly, you have to make the new product. We must recycle or convert wastes materials into new productions. Okay, new product, changing them from their original forms by physicals and the chemical processes. Recycles means the convert the wasted materials into a new productions, make a new one, which is changed from their original forms by the physicals, by the making giving the physicals and the chemical process. We should change that one and it's make a new product. In this way, not only is waste reduced, but resources are also conserved. Okay, and by this way today's is completed, and tomorrow we shall start this, the ozone layers and its importance. For today only this much, and all this read it properly, go through these chapters. Okay, and from here you can write the handwriting also. Whatever I taught you today from here to, from starting from here you have to write from here. Okay, until here completed homework handwriting nicely in your geography copies, and you have to submit is this whatever I given you, this also the greenhouse effect drawing Monday. I will see this tomorrow, and next day it is means Tuesday you have to submit this. Okay, today is the 12 13 greenhouse effect, you have to submit that one drawing, and on 14th I need this handwriting. For today's only this much. Thank you.